Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel Coffee Tea Paper. My name's Louise. Here we are again at the end of the week, starting to think about next week, as this year we're working through the little box of calm. 52 beautiful cards of comforting quotes and uplifting affirmations that we're using as a journal prompt to decorate for the coming week, to take a moment, peaceful moment, to hopefully set the tone and have something to reflect upon for the week ahead. Oh, I won't be doing a kitchen update this week. There's been, oh, so much happening. Frazzled. Anyway, I won't be doing a kitchen update because there might be the tiniest little glimmery shimmer of the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm going to do the next video that I'll show of the kitchen will be the kitchen reveal. So the whole thing, hopefully with everything in place, everything working. laughs maniacally. So rather than do a few little piecemeal bits, hopefully the next one will be the end, the big reveal. And hopefully it will have all finished up well. If you're following along, I have lots of beautiful people posting beautiful pages on Instagram, following along with the little box of calm, and I'm so sad. I feel I have neglected them so badly through this process, and I think what I'm going to have to do is do a little giveaway or something, send a little token of appreciation just to express my thanks to everyone that's been following along and posting with the prompts and just generally being incredibly supportive. And yeah, I really appreciate it, of course. So I'll have a little think about that in the meantime. But if you are following along, it's hashtag CTP 2024 Calm Journal Prompts. So last week we had this wonderful quote from Ariana Huffington. We have little power to choose what happens, but we have complete power over how we respond. And I really, in fact, the more I have thought about this over the week, the more and more I really like it. So much so I'm actually thinking about putting this one up on my wall of postcards rather than putting it back in the box. I just have responded to it so strongly, as I know many of you have as well. So let's have a look and see what we have for next week. I wish this little box of calm, like it's quite a happy box, isn't it? But I wish it sort of came in more calming hues. I think if I do something similar next year, I might actually, if I don't like the box design, I might redecorate it in something that's more, that speaks to me more. But you know, once again, that's something to dwell upon for the future. Let's see. Let's put, no, I think I might keep Ariana out for the moment. Oh, yeah. I think she's going to go on my wall. Okay. Never be in a hurry. Do everything quietly and in calm spirit. We've actually had something very similar to this. St. Francis de Sales. Well, that's not Francis of Assisi. That must be the one who started the De La Salle brothers, maybe? I don't know. My mother used to teach at a Catholic school, so there's sort of that rings a bell. Another one to investigate. If he's a saint, he must have done something of interest. I know all the saints have kind of weird stories, like, you know, miracles or making sacrifices or cutting off things, or I don't know. They're a bit frightening, some of them. Uh, Let me just have a flick through and see if I can find the one that I'm thinking of. Well, so there was, well, the quieter you become, the more you can hear. That's a little bit similar. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. Everything you can do can be done better from a place of relaxation. Yeah, so they're kind of variations on a similar theme, but not quite exactly the same. I'm also behind in my journal pages. There's been too much happening to write about it. Isn't that silly? But I will try and do some catching up. It's school holidays is about to start, so I'm looking forward to that. Oh, I also have some exciting news for my Ferris wheel press fans. I may or may not be getting some products Australia, which will be available in Australia to review very, very soon. We'll wait and see what happens there. Out of my trusty pouch, I take this to journaling meetups and things, but it's getting a bit chunky, so I might try and use some things up from in here. Oh, that's nice. Music always makes me feel calm in spirit. Oh, I like these people too. This Desiree from Cafe Analog gave me a few samples of this when I met up with her in the Netherlands. I like how this kind of goes together with that. And I've got some leftover bits of washi that goes nicely. And then, of course, I need something to write this quote from Francis on. Oh, I don't think that really goes. Though a snail is never in a hurry. Or maybe they are. Maybe they think they're rushing, but because we're faster, we don't appreciate their haste. Oh, I quite like that too. That might be good for the quote. I could sit here for hours and rifle through that, so let's just make a start. I feel I want to sort of rough that up a bit and put the quote on this. I would like to, oh, I wonder if we could put these people in the window and have some others dotted around. It might be nice to sort of cut that bit out. I feel like I want something to sit in the background as well. Bit of anchoring paper. Because this is all, apart from this, which may or may not make it in, this is all quite sort of whites, not cream. Let's try these. Okay. If you're following along and you like to journal along with me, now is probably a good time to pause and go and collect some of your supplies, and I'll put a bit of music on and we can journal together. But just don't be in a hurry. And if you do it quietly and in a calm spirit. Oh, I did want to ask a question. Has anyone got one of those decal edged kind of tearing things? I've seen them online, but I've never actually seen one being used. It's like a ruler, but with a decal edge, and you apparently like put the ruler down and tear the paper. If you have one of those, can you let me know what you think, and if it's worth it, if it isn't worth it, if it's just a gimmick? I would really like to know. Tell me what you think. Well, my friends, I'm going to call this page done. I've taken inspiration from the quote, but also from this illustration that I found in my stash. I think was a gift from a pen pal. And I've just been inspired by these lovely soft apricots and blues and greens and this very sort of simple sketch of the window, and which is echoed in these very look, I wish I could draw so evocatively and yet so simply with these people with their triangle legs, no faces, but just with the body language, and just lovely. I love this lady walking along with her wheelie cart full of flowers, and but she's so absorbed in what she's reading, but she's got her hat on and she's walking briskly. And now I don't know what's going on with this paper. Nothing seems to be sticking to it all very well, so I might need to go back over it with my glue stick, or maybe I've just kept some of these things for a bit too long and the adhesive isn't what it used to be. There's something to think about with holding on to those special supplies. Sometimes it's good just to use them before they start losing some of their sticking power. But thank goodness for glue sticks. And yeah, it's a bit pale, the writing, but I think it ties in nicely with the soft blue of the window frame. Something a bit different, a bit pastel-y, a bit simple-y. Yeah, and I do love these pet tapes. These are some of my favourite. They're a Meow illustration, and this is called Rosewood, this one. And yeah, just one of my all-time favourites, I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much if you've been following along with my kitchen dramas. And hopefully next update video will be the big one. The final, the finished product. Yeah, keep your fingers crossed. And yeah, so hopefully I'll have a bit more interesting and exciting things around the corner after that. In the meantime, happy journaling. Have a wonderful week wherever you are. I hope you're healthy and happy wherever you are. So have a wonderful week. Till next time, bye.